we talked about how to prepare for the reading and then what to do during the exam. So same thing, we're going to talk about how to prepare for the SBC. So can I get everyone to flip to page number 10, please? Alright, now, once you see this gigantic cruise ship picture, we are going to talk about what to do to prepare for the SBC. Okay, so first things first. Details, questions, topics. When you flip over to the picture, the first thing you do is to look at the details. Now, hazard a guess. When you guys look at any picture, not just this picture, just any picture, how long does it take your brain to absorb all the details? Just the main details. The human brain is super fast. Super fast. Yeah, so how many is a few? 5. Okay, 5 seconds. I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to take a look at this picture. At the end, I need all of you to give me 2 main details that you notice in the picture. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, Wenhan, go first. What is one main detail you notice?
There's a super big slide from the top of the crochet all the way until like the deck.
Okay, great. So from the top to the deck, there's a big slide.
Yeah.
Next, Yongshu, what is another detail?
A pool.
A pool. Good. Next, Gwyneth, what's another detail?
It's kind of like a basketball court.
There's Wenhan, what's the second detail that you notice?
Like there's a place under the deck where you can like sunbathe.
Okay, yes. So you can sunbathe on the area underneath the main deck. Next, Yongshu, what's another detail? Shelter. Okay, yeah, alright. So there's the shelters on the main deck. And last person, Gwyneth, what's another detail you notice? The same thing. Okay, that's fine. So my point is, the moment you turn to a picture, the first thing, you don't even need to think about it. You just notice what are the main details. After that, we jump to step number 2, which is questions. So here is something something similar to what the girls already learned in school, except I break it down even further. So the first type of questions are called choice type. Very good. So the first type of questions are known as choice type questions. Very easy to guess, very easy to answer. They are called choice type questions because the teacher literally gives you a choice. For example, would you like to blah 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 blah? Have you ever blah 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 blah? Given the choice, do you think you would rather da 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 or blah 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 blah? Choice type questions. They give you a choice. You can choose this, you can choose that. You can choose up, you can choose down, you can choose black, you can choose white. Okay, so now I'm gonna give all of you 15 seconds, 1 5, to come up with one choice type question for this cruise ship picture. Okay, so there are examples there, but make it fit the cruise ship. I'll show you what is one choice type question that I, as the examiner, can ask you.
Have you ever been on a cruise before?
Yes. Have you ever been on a cruise before? So that's a very super simple choice type question because the person can say yes or no, or even maybe if you want. Okay, have you ever been on a cruise before? Very good. Next, what is another choice type question, Mohan?
Why does these people go on this cruise ship?
Okay. Why do these people go on a cruise ship? Okay, very good. So that is also a choice type question. Not so simple as like yes or no or black or white. This one instead you have to come up with your own choices, like different reasons why. But good. Alright, and last person, Gwyneth.
If you were on that cruise ship, how would you feel?
If you were on this cruise ship, how would you feel? Again, a choice type question because people can say happy, angry, sad, bored, blah blah blah, whatever you want. Honestly, there is no correct answer for oral exam. You can say literally anything as long as it answers the question. So that is the first type of question. What's the second type of question called?
Suggestion type.
Very good. So a suggestion type question. These kinds of questions, they're basically asking you about one of the little details that you see here. Okay, and ask you to suggest something. Alright, so there are some examples also. So some examples include things like, why do you think that blah 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 blah? What is the point of this thing being over here? So they ask you to suggest things. Alright, a bit harder to guess, a bit harder to answer, but not impossible. So again, I'm going to give everybody 15 seconds, 1-5, come up with one suggestion type question that you think I can ask you about this question. Starting with Gwyneth. Gwyneth, what is one suggestion type question that you think I can ask?
If you could add something on a cruise ship, what would it be?
Oh, okay, very good. That's actually a very interesting one. If you could add something or like add an attraction to this cruise ship, what would it be? Nice. Okay, Wanhan, what about you?
Why do you think there's a super big slide on the cruise ship?
Okay, so they're asking you to suggest reasons. Yeah, why do you think there's a very big slide on this cruise ship? Nice. And Yongxin?
Why do you think there's a lot of slides in this cruise ship?
Yes. Again, guys, first things first is just come up with details. Secondly, come up with some questions. And lastly is topics. So did you guys notice that in any oral exam, usually there are 3 questions, and usually the first 2 questions are very predictable. Very, very predictable. So these are choice type and suggestion type questions. It's things like, maybe you sit down and then the teacher, the first question they ask you is, would you like to go on this cruise ship? Super easy. Second question can be something like, what are some other activities you would do on this cruise ship? Very easy also. The third question may not even mention cruise ship. Suddenly I can ask something like, do you think spending time with your family is very important? Okay, so that is called a topic question because it's only related by the topic. So there are many, many topics out there. So for example, the question that I just said, do you think it's important to spend time with your family? What is the topic that relates it to a cruise ship? Bonding with your family, or just family time. Very good. So I'm going to give you 25 seconds. This is the longest amount of time yet. 25 seconds, come up with one topic. There are some examples down here. Okay, come with one topic and one question for that topic. But the challenge is your question cannot have the word cruise ship. For example, mine was family time. There's a topic. My question was, do you think family time is important? Okay, so 25 seconds, come with one topic, one question for that topic. No cruise ship word. 25 seconds starts now. Wanhan, what is your topic?
Why do you think entertainment is important?
Oh, okay, so your topic is entertainment. And the question is, why do you think entertainment is important? Good, I like that. That's very good actually. That is actually quite related to a cruise ship. Nice. Yongxin, go next. What's your topic?
What ways can you do to save water?
Ah, very good. So your topic is saving water, and your question is what are some things you can do to save water? Very good. I like that. Okay. Also related to a cruise ship. Yeah. And last person, Gwyneth, go. What's your topic? Family bonding. Okay, good. And question? How do you bond with your family? Also very good. Okay, so all these are very fantastic. All these are very, very fantastic topics. So now I'm going to ask you again. As much as I try to simplify things into 3 steps, I'm going to ask you guys to just, if you are forgetful like me, to just put a little star next to the word questions, and then I will ask you a question. You can do it in highlighter or whatever you want. This is the most important step of these 3. So if you cannot remember details, topics, questions, blah blah blah, just remember questions. Just come out with questions. Predict as many as possible. The more you predict, the more accurate you will become. And this one is something that the next question I'm going to ask, it goes against what Wenhan's teacher, English teacher teaches her. Do you guys need to come up with whatever you predicted? Let's say you come up with 10 questions, or 6 questions, or whatever. Do you need to come up with the answers to the questions you predicted? What if the questions you predicted did not get asked by the teacher? Then what did you just do to yourself? Correct. You wasted your own time. So come up with as many questions as possible, because our brains, the moment we ask our brains questions, our brains tend to come up with the answers. Because whatever we predict, it's not going to be exactly what the teacher phrases. So you don't have to come up with perfect answers. Because if you do that, you might waste your own time. Because anyway, there's no such thing as perfect answers. So just come up with more and more and more questions. And then by the time the teacher actually asks you his or her 3 questions, you will pretty much not get caught off guard. Okay. Can I get everybody to look at SBC answering method? So this is how you prepare. Now it's how you answer in short. So it is called ARE, like what you see on page number 11. First things first, the moment you get asked a question, you just give a
Answer.
yes, an answer. How long should your answer be? Just the answer itself.
1 or 2 sentences.
Correct. 1 sentence if you can. Keep it super short. If the teacher asks you what is your favorite food, you don't need to say my favorite food is kway teow for breakfast, then for lunch I eat canteen food, for dinner my helper or my parents will cook for me. On my birthday I like to eat cake, and for dessert I like to eat ice cream. Too long. Just say my favorite food is pizza. Super short. Okay, keep it very easy for the teacher to understand. Next, every time you give an answer, Yongshi is supported with reason. Since all of you are in P6, reasons. How many? 3. Very good. Okay, so it will get more as you guys get better, but for now let's just do it. Finally, these are known as the 3 E's. E, E, E. So, yes, very good. First is elaborate. Anyone likes the word explain instead of elaborate? Okay, if you like the word explain, then you just cancel the word elaborate, you just write explain. It means the same thing. Potato, okay? So, up to you. So, let's say it's elaborate. After you elaborate, you can also examples. Very good. And you can also experience. Very good. So, between these 3 E's, there is one that is the most compulsory and you must always have. The other 2 are sort of optional. Which one is the most compulsory? Elaborate. Very good. So, you must elaborate any reason that you give. You must. Okay? Examples, experiences is sort of, if you have, you give. If you don't have, it's okay. Alright? So, yes. This one, these 2, if you have, it's good to have. Now, to elaborate longer and longer and longer, which is good by the way, you need to pretend. I always tell my students this. You need to pretend. The teacher is being very annoying and always asking you these 2 questions, even though he or she will not actually ask you the questions, but they're thinking it in their head. The first one is, correct. So you need to pretend. The teacher is super rude and is always asking literally anything you say. The teacher is asking you, so what? I just keep pretending. The teacher is asking me, so what? And it's very rude to me. The second question I need to pretend the teacher is always asking me is, WDYN. What does that mean? What do you mean? Okay, so can you guys just write this down in your